Recently, we have learned that the administration's ironclad commitment to Israel is not, in fact, ironclad. In an about-face, the Biden administration is now withholding critical arms necessary for Israel to win this war. This administration wants to dictate how Israel executes the war they were thrusted into. President Biden said, quote, "If they go into Rafah, I'm not supplying the weapons, period." That would be similar for us to say during World War II, my father's war, you can't invade all the way up to Berlin. You can invade all the way up to Berlin, but you can't go into Berlin to finish the job. President Biden's decision to withhold weapons, the ranking member and I signed off on and were approved and appropriated by Congress, is tantamount to an arms embargo. Israel is in a fight for its very existence, and this administration's public break with Israel has only made negotiations and victory more difficult. This decision was made without consulting Congress. We had to learn about it from the media and then President Biden's CNN interview. Congress had a long-standing role in appropriating and overseeing security assistance and arms sales to Israel. Just last month, we passed a massive assistance package for Israel, which was requested by the administration. There were no conditions, new conditions applied on this aid to Israel, and certainly none related to Rafah. President's policy is circumventing congressional intent. That's why I introduced this bill, the Maintaining Our Ironclad Commitment to Israel Security Act, to make sure that Congress has oversight of any changes the administration makes to previously approved arms sales to Israel. This bill requires the administration to notify Congress if they are going to make any changes to existing arms sales to Israel. And it gives Congress an opportunity to consider a joint resolution of disapproval regarding those changes. Red lines are meant for our enemies. Red lines are not meant for our allies and our friends. But that's precisely what this administration is doing to Israel. And what a terrible message to send to our allies. Even more dangerous message that we are sending to our adversaries. We need to stand with our partner, Israel, and keep our commitments the way Congress intended, and therefore I urge my colleagues to support this bill.